Hello, everybody. How was your day? Let me make sure I have everything muted the way I need to have it. Yep. Currently lurking in an Overwatch stream for some drops, but I think... Oh, and I'll unmute that as well, although nobody's there. I think it shouldn't bog my computer down too much. We will see. Alright, everything looks like it's right. We're gonna go with I actually remembered everything this time. And I'll do that while I'm tabbed out of Minecraft. Okay. I totally didn't forget that I'm not eating any more of my Cheerios. Oops. Okay. Put them out of my reach so I don't accidentally just grab them and start munching on them. It's fine. This was my pre-stream snack that I didn't quite finish, but that's okay. I'll finish it after stream. Okay, let's see. So today... Yep, totally a professional. Today we are going to do some building. Yay! In the nether. But I wanted to start here partly to show off this. Partly because I also wanted to show stream that the record keeping of where we, well, at least when we found some of these has started. I think this one's adventure. I haven't looked up to see which one this is, and I only had one of them. So if somebody else on the server has one and knows what it's actually called, or actually we'll check with the villager. So this sign is editable. The rest of them are not editable. Well, other than this one. Edit some stuffs. I think they look really cool this way. And it's a fun way to kind of see that we got all of these on 6.17, and then maybe next time I go hunting for them. Yeah, you know, this is when I got those. Yeah. Get a lot of those. I do think I'm going to rearrange this to be more of a this style display. And then possibly do some like stuff. Shush. Like here possibly in some way. I don't know. I haven't figured that out yet. I'll cross the bridge when I come to it. So this is probably one of my favorite things ever. We're building a much bigger or multiple of these at the spawn village at some point. But that's why I didn't build the greenhouse at spawn already, because this is what I wanted. It looks so pretty. The particles are so perfect. This is where I'm growing all of my flowers and things from the, whatchamacallits, the sniffers. Because I was just like tearing up my wheat field in front of my starter house. And I was like, wait a minute, I can be smart about this. I can have a spot to just grow just these. I do currently just have cherry trees all along this hill. I've gone through and chopped them down a couple times. And I've been doing little things like this was a hill. It's now not less of a hill. More of a hill? I don't know. And I like, oop, that's not supposed to be in there. Oh, and I changed out the green sheep for pink and magenta sheep because I have over a double chest's worth of green wool plus what I already took. I think I have like 3 chests full worth of green wool plus what I already took to the thing. So I was like, you know what? Let's make another color. Pink seemed to make perfect sense. I'm gonna make a little bit place for the sniffers. Let's see, we got Zoe, Caldor. That one's not named yet. I didn't get enough name tags when it was last. Lucy, Milo, and Amelia. They seem to like pitcher pods over... Oh, it's very cute! Over torch flowers. They're gonna both get torch flowers this time. Is in the market for a second sniffer egg. Okay. Well, I got a torch flower. What did you get? Perfect. I got you. You too. Let's get dragon a sniffer egg. I have been getting all pitcher pods to the point where I traded pitcher pod flowers to mouse. You need to get the torch flowers to like get more. Now you can build your own ranch. Yes. And like they are doing this like a bunch of them in a row right now. But I will sit in here for so long. See, there we go, pitcher plant. That one also. Over here, go plop. No. But yeah, they're so cute. And like you kind of have to leave the ground pretty empty, I think, of flowers and stuff for the most part to help them. But I did put in a little bit. And this is like the nest, because if you grow them on moss, they grow faster. Oh, that started playing. Okay. Like, why did that stream unmuted itself? That's great. Love that. So I built like a little nest in the middle here of moss and bamboo and stuff. But I also then built them a little like shelter because something needed to go there. And I've just been doing random things like I don't know what the heck this is, but it's here now. So there's that. Let's sleep. I'm thinking I'm gonna move my home teleport location because it's up in my bedroom in my house. I only ever go up there if I teleport back home. And I've added like these around. You come get the cake? I could meet you at spawn. But you can also come get it if you want to. So I've added these. I updated this a little bit. Put some more stuff here. Added chisel bookshelves. These are just books, and the one at that end is just books, but this is like enchanted books. Enchanted books I had. And I put a pot. I did a sniffer pot on the shelf. So I'm like slowly incorporating all the things. Oh, and I have like obviously added storage for the cherry and bamboo wood stuff. Okay, yeah, no, none of that goes in that shulker because I'm keeping that for when I need to go and fix the. I sure know what's it called. I have to fix the armor stand upgrade book thing. I have to fix the armor stand data pack because it didn't quite update correctly. It's still functional, but it's not updated to the right version. I just don't have the brain power to mess with that today and stream and do anything else. So, hi cows. Are you coming to me or am I coming to spawn? I need to know. Because I could just teleport to spawn, but I should get more beeswax. I should do that. I'm thinking about it. Because I used a bunch on the signs. You're in the nether? Okay. Be there in 1 second. Just gonna. They used a bunch on the signs in the archaeology place, and so I want to make sure that I have. And I know somebody has a farm, but I don't have an auto farm just yet. Probably should do that. I have buildings in places where I could stick a random thing like that. Yeah, I was just planting them here, and I was like, you know, maybe I shouldn't tear up my wheat field. And I didn't want to move any of these because these are food, decorative food plots. So it's like, I'll just build a new building for it. Let's turn the music down just a touch. Oh dear. So, mangrove, I don't know if we said it on Saturday. Mangrove tunnel is done. Prismarine tunnel is done, and the crimson tunnel is done. The cherry tree tunnel is obviously not done. Hello. So we got cherry trees on Saturday. Obviously not done. Very clearly, not it. You're working on finishing the end tunnel. Yes. But I'm going to be moving the boxes into the cherry tunnel. Just so everyone's aware. I don't know. Remember what's in these boxes. But I'm moving them out of my way. Oh, oh. I'll just put them right here. Yeah, we were able to tidy up a lot of the mess I would call it. But not all of it. We have some of the sandstone that is needed for this tunnel, and then we have sea lanterns and glass, terracotta, dyes, and stuff. That is all for this tunnel. So, what I'm also gonna do is grab these books and put them somewhere safe so I don't accidentally delete them before we go into creative. We'll put them in here. Okay, so then I get the box. Boop, 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 boop. I did also put armor trim on my crown and my boots. I haven't found one that I liked for the pants yet, but we could possibly, if we get, I need to get some more emeralds. I think the emeralds is what I was short on. Get some more emeralds and go buy some more from our nice, very nice armor smiths. Okay, so starters, let's see, center material for this one. What is the center material for that one? Hold on. I have to consult the notes. I don't remember what the center. Let's see, it was community builds? Should be a pinned message. There we go. Birch slabs, and then mud tunnels, dark oak, prismarine, and then red nether brick. Okay, perfect. So this is supposed to be birch. And then we have dark oak. And then the other two I should just be able to pick lock. Now, I don't know whether these are going to come into play at all. I want to start by dividing it into quadrants and then see. Grab that, but then see where it goes from there. Boop, boop, boop. Trying also to not leave places for things to spawn while we're at it. That would probably be a good idea. I'll be fine if things spawn in here, but anybody else in the area wouldn't be. So let's not do that. Okay. Let's see. I think the floor... Definitely want to do some sort of fun pattern in the floor. The thing is, due to the fact that we want to keep it spawn-proof, I'm limited to what I can use. I mean, not as limited as I could be. That is a very true thing, but still. I'm almost thinking quartz might be a good option. The main other colors we have in here are black and purple. So I could also see using slabs or carpet. True. But and I may use carpet in some areas. Actually. Is that a dumb idea? I feel like that might be a slightly dumb idea, but that's okay. We can test. Alright, we're gonna toss those because I know I don't need those, and I'm gonna put this and this just in my inventory. Just be clear, I'm not saying Dragon's idea of carpets is necessarily a bad idea. I just had a thought, and I'm trying to decide if it's smart or not. But we're just gonna try it and see. So I want to do the bridges and the materials that already are in. Maybe? We're just gonna do one corner, and then we're gonna see what happens. I'm not gonna do this corner because that corner's got that with it. Okay. That. Is this room square? Did we make this room square? I don't remember if we made it square or not. I think we did. 6, okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, it is square. I know it wasn't square originally. So I couldn't remember if we'd actually made it square or not. Okay. I think that's where that's going to... You know, we'll do a 3 around that. So I do think this portal might get raised up by like 1. We'll decide that in a second. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So then... Don't think, at least on this side, none of this should be open. If it's open, it's open now. I want to try an effect, but I don't want it to be too deep. I'm gonna make this quartz slab so I know that that's like the corner. Actually. Yeah, that's probably what it's gonna be. But I think by doing this, I'm technically making this area a little unsafe. Oops. But I'll fix it soon. Because you know how the Hermitcraft portal area has a kind of like floating in the middle of a void effect? I don't know that I want to completely replicate that like in the entire room. Though that looks really cool. Especially since I'm not building it at that scale whatsoever. Not happening. But I like the idea of these being bridges. But I mean I could do glass over lava. Or even be meaner and do barrier blocks over lava. But wasn't going to. Hi lava. Hey lava. I'm gonna just do black concrete and carpet and see how that looks. The thing is, you're never actually going to be down here. Can I put it back? Should I? I kind of feel like I should. See, now if you're here, kind of see it in that corner. I go down one. I need to go down one more, and then we can see if this would make any sense. Though honestly, the lava idea is really kind of sounding like fun. It would make it 100% safe to smash into, of course. Because I know me, and I know everybody else, and I know we all do that. We'll do that at one point or another. Ooh, a wild starly has appeared, if anyone wants to try to catch it. I know us. We will eventually... would eventually smash our faces, but... I have the ability to make it so that smashing our faces would have no consequences, so... Actually, nope, not that. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna split this in half. We're gonna try just the black concrete. Come on. Is it? There we go. This trick is really useful, but sometimes it is very finicky. We do this. See, the thing is, if it was just a concrete, I feel like the effect might work, but I'm a little worried that the carpet's gonna make it so that the effect doesn't work. And the music has just decided to stop. Hold on. Shuffle that, please. There we go. Yeah, I think the lava's gonna be a better plan. Okay. Concrete was a good idea, but... question is... do I want to use glass? Probably. See. Honestly, that might have to be one lower. But let's just... actually, yeah, it does, doesn't it? Let's just do this. Hi, dog! Welcome in. Burp, burp. I like that. I like the lava idea better. I do think I want to drop it down one, and I might use... here instead of glass. Because glass, you can still see it. It's like, I want you to not die in it, but I also want it to look like the lava lake. It's just lava. Apologies for the breaking glass noise. I know it's not everybody's favorite, but you gotta do what you gotta do to test these things, yeah? Alright, so first things first, let's just block all of this. I'm gonna be on fire for a second. That's fine. Oh, you're so slow swimming in lava? My gosh. Probably because I don't have depth strider, but I'm not wearing my gear, that's the point. I can do slash clear without worrying about it. We are still looking for the Lava Walker book. This is true. True statement. Someday it'll appear magically. Honestly, someone should just mod it into a mod pack at this point, I feel like. Though it might actually already exist in modded. But if it doesn't exist in modded already, it should. And we'll grab the slabs. Do what I was doing originally. Yep. And then the question is, at what point does the lava make sense? Yeah, I think it looks down far enough at that level. All good. The lurk is appreciated, doll. As always. I don't know, did that work? I don't know that that worked completely, but it worked better than not. Lava is so annoying that it doesn't infinite like water does. But I know I could turn that game rule on. I don't think we want to. Because there are other times that I'm very glad lava doesn't. It is trippy. It is very much trippy. And it's trippy to work with because, like, it doesn't... With water, you can clearly tell, like, where a source is and where a source isn't. With lava, because it's got the circles instead of the streaks, you can't really tell. Okay, good. Do. Working with lava is always interesting. One of the things I love building with creative, though, is you can do things like this. Now, you can't fall in the lava. If I get that out of my hand. Ta-da! It's about as close to lava walking as you're gonna get. Well, for now at least. And it does work in survival, which is great. And honestly, look about concrete might go. I might just have lava going underneath all of that bits. I'll do it from the other side though. That'll be easier. Alright, so that's decided. So we'll go to here. And I do think I'm going to adjust this a little bit to be more bridgey. I also think I want to do a fun, like, fancy arch at the end of each of these. But honestly, okay, do that. Riz Marine. Toss that out. And toss that out. Oh, no way. And that can be. The arch will be out though, so probably it will be like this and then that, and it'll touch. There. Like that, maybe? I will have to figure out that transition at some other point in time. Possibly. Really. Even that's not really the vibe though. Let's do that, and then what if I do? Like, I know that's not very much of a railing between you and the lava, but without jumping, jump over it, you can get over it. Always do. Mean. Sometimes you just have to try things until you figure out what looks right, and that doesn't look right, believe it or not. Oh, a wild applin has appeared in chat. Everyone wants to try to catch it. Let's try. I can type. No. It's like... Oh, nope, that's not what I wanted to do. See, the fun part about this is I don't have a plan. The hard part about it is... I don't have a plan. But the fun part and the hard part of building these kinds of things. Just winging it. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Actually, let's grab this. Oh. Ooh, nice. Dragon and I both caught it. Very nice. What do you think? Here's full blocks. Well, thank you, doll. Definitely getting somewhere. Ooh. Do I want to do sea lanterns? Or do I want to just try, like, incorporate some of the, like, darker colors? So I can play with... Dude. Hold on, if I do this... Yeah. It's starting to get somewhere. Definitely starting to get somewhere. In fairness, could do a pillar. Nope, that's the wrong place to do that. I... I'll just do that, that's fine. Children. I know you're not sorry, but I'm reminding you. He's like, I'm not sorry. And I'm like, I'm aware. I'm aware, child. Well aware. Okay, so if we do that, and then we kind of maybe do this. I'm not sure how the arches are gonna go, but something like this. I think that's definitely a start. Might go back to the walls being there, but then it's a little bit of a disconnect, so maybe not the mud. I'm pushing the wrong buttons is what's happening here. Which is fine. Pushing 5 instead of 4. Maybe. We'll come back to the pillars, whether or not those should be prismarine or prismarine bricks. But that general vibe, I think, is definitely it. And then I think... Shuffle all of this in this way. Put the command blocks back on my hotbar. Every time I hear them doing that, I'm like... Most of the time I'm in creative when I hear that. And I'm just like... I still freak out? Like, what I do? And I'm like, oh yeah, there's a crimson forest right there. And they just like to shoot at each other. Just go ahead and get rid of those. Okay, let's get the quartz stuff and work on the center bit. We've got chiseled blocks. We've got bricks. We've got those. We have the smooth stuff, but I'm going to use the not smooth stuff. I don't know why, but that's what I'm doing here. Group, maybe? No, I think maybe not there. There, maybe. Maybe we do boop boop boop. It's here. Then we put. Did I not get the grab? I did not grab the solid blocks. Kind of important. Boop, 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 boop. I do think the quartz thing needs to go all the way around. On the bottom, obviously. I mean, obviously it's gonna go all the way around, but I mean, not just in the corners. I want it to go under the bridges, and I think that concrete needs to go. If we just do slabs there, that kind of looks boring. Maybe like that. I mean, that does require you to not just yeet yourself over here, but if you yeet yourself over here, you just get out. So there's that. I want to take that up one. Do I still want to take that up one? If I still do. Let's just see what it looks like. Alright. Would require me to break and then rewrite the portals. I don't think I necessarily need to move the powdered snow. I just might move it up one. No, I won't, because redoing that vine would be a pain in the butt. It does mean you would be stepping up a little. Let's see what I can do with it big at the same level. Obviously. I can play with visually making the levels different by doing this. Oh, that's not it. Okay, so I do need to do this. So 3 and then 1. Like that, I think? Yeah. Hey. Yes. Aggies. Hi, Mousy. Wait, I already said hi to you. Hi again. Fine. I'm pretty sure I already said hi, but you know what? I can say hi to you twice. It's fine. Hi, Borga. I've been good. Thank you for giving Borgo the shout out, Dragon. Alright. I like that. Definitely a good start. I do think See, I have to be careful because I can't make this not flyable. But I want to do pillars. Because yeah. If my build design of the Nether Hub kills a server mate, I'm never gonna hit it. But at the same time, this would look so cool. You can't fly in the Nether very well anyway. Right, which is why I'm never gonna hear the end of it, because that's... I wasn't just talking about you, but... I've already accidentally made the Nether unflyable for you. The hallways kill you as it is. Well, then don't fly in the hallways. I'm joking. See, they're gonna kill me too, but the thing is, I also fly in tight spaces when I shouldn't, so... Yeah, I definitely like that. Wait, the glass isn't nothing. Oh. Alright, like I know I was focusing on, but I'm bouncing back and forth. They often do. Yeah, that can't really be one more that way. This could be one more this way. Yeah, that I think will look better. Though I will need to do this. Make that work. Oh yeah, how are you, Borgo? Sorry, I'm bouncing between like 3 things at the moment in my head. That's making remembering all of the things difficult. What should we do for the mangrove tunnel for the highlight color? I almost feel like we'll do the same thing here that we did here. You're doing good back from vacation 2 weeks worth and was a good trip to see family. You haven't seen in 3-ish years. Nice. It's a good thing to hear that the vacation was fun and seeing family is usually fun. Yeah, I like that. Now I'm going to screenshot that so I can use it for reference. We'll put it over this over here, I think. So that I can use it for reference when we're doing the other corners so I don't have to hop it back and forth. Nice thing is, I should be able to see how many far down I need to go. Okay. Oops. Yeah, in creative you can't pop through the portals like that. Do. Alright. So I don't think the middle block should continue into the quartz. I think that's not working here. Oop. Like that, and then do this. And we'll figure out... Maybe we should figure out one of those next, but... Let's do... This bit. You're ready to come home to much driving over 3,000 miles? Oh gosh. Yeah. Yeah. That's a lot of driving. I could see that. Yeah, that is an adventure. I'm lucky in that most of my family is within, like, I don't know, 14-hour drive, and they're all kind of in a line. I think. I might be wrong about how long it is, but close enough. Granted, that's only aunts, cousins, and aunts, uncles, cousins, grandparents. If you start talking about, like, great uncles and great uncles, and anything past that, maybe a little further. Wow. But yeah, 3,000 miles. That's a lot. That's a lot of driving. Okay. Got a very important step over here. I think that's gonna look good. Now, lecterns with the where's what and what's where need to be incorporated into this a little bit. Gosh darn it. Okay, now that's just rude. Portal. Fine. Up. Rude. Rude, portal. Just do this. Makes it easy to check. Could also do there. I feel like that feels better. I don't know why. It's halfway across the country back if your calculations are correct. Makes sense. I was thinking that because I don't know how long it was, how much of a distance it was, but we moved from California to Virginia and then back again. And that trip took forever. Technically, I think you could do it in, gosh, what was it? 2 days? 3 days? That's if you're speed running. And none of us wanted to do that. Granted, I wasn't driving at that point in time, but nobody wanted to do that. So we took it at a reasonable pace. Relatively speaking. But still, that, yeah. 72 hours door to door from Nova to San Diego. Yeah. Basically. It's a long distance, and we also went through like the national parks and stuff on the way. Both ways. We actually went 2 different ways. On the way there we went one way, and on the way back we went the other way. Which was fun. But that also, I think, meant we went a little bit out of our way a couple of times. So, got to see a lot of cool things, a lot of cool places. And I have a picture of me next to a giant tree, which was in Sequoia National Park. Those things are huge. Mm-hmm. 18 hours one way. Yeah. New Mexico to MT. Which one is that? When is that? I can't remember. Too many states start with M. It's not my fault. Yeah. Thankfully, we had a moving truck, so we didn't have to like take all of our stuff and drive like a moving truck both ways. We were just driving ourselves, the cars. We had a lot of stuff with us still, but I think we took like 2 weeks to do it. Montana. See, that's what I was gonna say, but then I was like, but I don't know for sure. That was like I think my second guess, but I was like I can't remember half the M states. So hydrate. Okay, I have Powerade today, because I decided I was gonna drink my last one. 27 hours each. Woof. Oh yeah, no. That's a lot of driving. Thank you, Dragon, for shouting out art. Yeah. Virginia to Indiana is the furthest I usually have to go for things. And that's not that bad, and we usually do that in 2 days, not one. So that's a lot more reasonable. Though, granted, when we did visit family, when we came back from California to visit people in this side of the country, we took a plane when we weren't moving. That was an adventure. My mom and grandma took 6 kids through Chicago. That was so much fun. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we spent like 3 hours in Chicago. We had enough time to eat food at a reasonable pace and play on one of like the jungle gym thingies. It was great. With extreme sarcasm. But at least we didn't get stuck there. Could have happened. But that would have been weird for the middle of the summer. But, you know, you never know. Granted, I am assuming that most of the people in chat know why you don't go through Chicago. But if you don't, I'm going to tell you because it's interesting. If you have a connection in Chicago, you will get delayed. It will get delayed. Like, there has not been a single time, and it has not been delayed for at least an hour, if not longer, or it gets messed up. Yes, that's our thing. You're back. Sorry about that. Not much I can do about it, to be honest. Nah, it's okay. Yeah, just don't... Like, if it's the cheapest flight, and the cheapest flight is what you want, and you're okay with dealing with, you know, being delayed in Chicago for a few extra hours than you originally intended, go for it. Just know that's what you're gonna get when you get into it. And avoid it if you can. Why would I make trips to Indiana willingly? Well, I mean, it is pretty. Not during the summer. I would not willingly during the summer, but when it comes to visiting family, up until recently, I didn't have much of a choice. So, it's like, I like visiting them sometimes. I don't like mosquitoes. Which, we have enough mosquitoes here, but... Yeah, family there. Granted, I've grown up visiting there, so it probably bothers, like... And there's some really pretty places. It's really flat, though. Well, relatively speaking. I prefer mountains myself. But we don't go too often, because it's a bit of a distance. And at this point in time, 3 of us have to have got time off if we're all going. Mom takes the kids sometimes by herself, but if we're all going, 3 of us have to take off, which is not the easiest thing to coordinate. Soon to be 4 people, hopefully. Cornfields, yes, cornfields, absolutely. As far as the eye can see, if it's not woods, it's cornfields. Basically. And in fairness, Ohio is not too different, except it's not as... Well, I mean, there's cornfields, but there's also, like, soy fields, and they have other fields. I don't mind visiting there. I would never live... I would not live in flat states unless I felt like I needed to. For any other reason. Was a mountain range and large pine trees. Yep. Yeah. The college I went to was in the mountains. And I loved it. It's one of the reasons I actually went there, ironically. One of the reasons. I did not allow it to have that much influence on me, but it was a factor. Will not deny that it was a factor. So I miss that quite a bit. How did that... Oh, no. Oh, because there's stops there. Right. It's like I would be walking to class, and it would just be like the most beautiful thing. Well, it's one of the only nice things about waking up for my 9 a.m. classes was the fact that I would get to see, like, you know, or 8 a.m. classes even, the sunrise and the fog and all the things.
Hello there.
Ohio at least has the fun of betting on LED lights with exits. I mean, is that fun though? I always get sad looking at those. I will say, though, driving in either of those states, did that not make a noise? Why did that not make a noise? I did not hear a hello there. It did make the noise, I just didn't hear it. Okay, I must have been tuned out. You heard the noise, okay. Well, we can test that right now, actually. That's an easy thing for me to do, because I can just use...
Hello there.
Yeah, no, I hear it that time. Thank you, Mousy, for gifting Dragon a sub. Woo! 6 months of tier 1, yay! 6 months free of ads, woot woot! And all of the emotes. What was I saying? Oh, the nice thing about driving in either of those states is that a lot of the times, well, once you get off like the highways, the roads, especially like where some of my family members lives, are basically grids. And they're straight. Basically straight. They're not like, if you took a ruler to it, you might have had issues. But they're basically straight grids. It means, one, driving on them, especially at night, relatively easy. You just go forward. And if you miss your turn, you just could probably quite easily get back to where you were supposed to be going. Now, I haven't missed a turn. My mother's notorious for missing a very specific turn at a very specific point. It's hilarious, honestly. It's like there's a exit that she cannot be talking to my dad on the phone when we were getting to a certain point of the trip, because if she's on the phone with him, she will miss that turn. Or on the phone with anyone, but usually it's him. Can't do it. How does, is that how that works? No. I think that's how that works. If it's the grid, I'm thinking they're mostly pretty close to 1 mile apart, and they get lots of roundabouts and places to stop signs. Yeah, exactly. It's roundabouts, stop signs. Well, I mean, that's common, as far as I'm aware, across Ohio. The places I've been, at least. But granted, I'd drive through. I don't usually drive, actually, but that's beside the point. When I was learning to drive, my mom would make me drive there, as well as other places. So it was an easy place, especially when I was beginning to learn. It's a lot easier to, like, learn how to drive the car on a straight road where there is basically no traffic than it is to learn here. A little easier to fix. You have a better opportunity to learn how to deal with the car before you have to learn how to deal with other cars. Yeah, exactly. They're about 1 mile apart. Roundabout sometimes. Just have to keep an eye out for the stop signs and the stoplights, because the school speed limit zones and the occasional other person. And the occasional tractor. Always funny when you end up behind a tractor, to be honest. Like, you could just tell that the machine is not made for that type of road. It's not. But it has to get from point A to point B somehow. Okay, we're gonna do this. You learn there and turn out a better driver than people. Yeah, okay, see, that's very true, though. I 100% agree with that. What my driving instructor said, he was saying it specifically about the area I live in, but I think it applies to general DC area anyways. As if I could learn to drive, if I could drive these roads, like, I'll be fine. Cause, yeah, no. Not even just the people. The roads themselves are just like, who decided this? Who decided this was going this way? Nobody knows. The GPS doesn't even know the right way sometimes. Most of the time it does. Sometimes it does not. So, Public Works, yep. Just like, I remember one time my mom and I were going downtown for a movie premiere thingy or whatever. I don't remember what we were doing, but, well, I know it was a movie, and I know we were seeing it ahead of time, and she was writing about it. I don't remember much else, but, like, what kind of thing it was. It wasn't necessarily screening, maybe? Whatever. Anyway, it was fun. But we didn't know where we were going, and the GPS kept telling us we were there, but we were very much not there. Turns out, we needed to be on the road below us. There were 2 roads stacked vertically. Like, okay. GPS had no idea. Thought we were in the right place, kept telling us to turn into the parking lot. We could not turn into the parking lot because the parking lot was not there. Well, parking garage, but still. It's like, okay. We'll see if it's fun with you. Yeah, exactly. There's certain areas like that. It's just like it doesn't know what to do. Well, but the other part of it is also that even when the GPS actually does know, sometimes it doesn't know that it knows, because the first time I went to where I meet with my local D&D group. Well, first time I drove it. The first time my mom took me because my car was getting its battery replaced. Whole other story. Wasn't my fault. It was the car company's fault. Anyway, so first time I drove there, it kept telling me it like didn't know where the lights were. It didn't know where, like, it was trying to tell me. It said turn at the next light. I turned at the next light. It's like then it was like calculating. I was like, what did you do? Turns out it didn't know it didn't. I don't know that it didn't know. It just didn't figure out where I did not know where I was relative to where it was trying to tell me to go, which doesn't help. That means I turned one too early, basically, which was fine because it figured out how to get me where I needed to go. But then the entire time I was like, I don't know where I am, and this thing just told me to turn, and then realized I was not where I thought I was. So that I was paying much more attention to like the map itself rather than the directions it was giving me. It was funny. Well, it was funny afterwards. It wasn't funny while I was dealing with it because I was just like, I don't know where I'm going. Now I don't actually go the way it took me that time. I don't go that way. It's technically 3 minutes shorter, I think, or something like that. But I prefer the way it takes me home. It's a lot easier. I just take it that way instead. And it's all good because I still put the GPS on at this point, but I'm getting to the point where I can anticipate where the turns are. Probably within the year, I will probably not need the GPS every time. But sometimes even if I know where all the turns are, I will turn it on just to like reduce the anxiety of driving myself somewhere. Yeah, by the time the GPS catches up to the roadwork, it changes again. Yeah, there's a couple places like that. There's so many places. Well, there's quite a few. Not even just in DC, just in general. It's a general issue. And there are certain places that have been in construction under construction longer than I've been alive. That's always fun. We like to joke that they're never going to be done. Which they probably aren't, because as they like work on it, they're like, oh wait, now that it's been 2 years, we need to fix the other thing that's wrong. Driving in the back when those times where there was no GPS in the paper tires were See, the thing is, you say that like I haven't experienced that, Dragon. I was probably I don't know, I'm trying to think when mom and dad got their first GPS doohickey. Their grandparents gave it to them. I want to say I was like 8 or 7 maybe? Might have been a little younger than that, I don't remember. But I distinctly remember being in the car and my parents looking at a map and arguing about where we were and where we needed to be going. That's true. That's fair. Half the things. Well, because I think at that point GPS did exist. We just didn't have it. ADC maps. Maybe. I still remember going into the and like these still technically exist, but we don't go to them anymore. Going into the travel places and getting their brochures and looking at the maps and stuff. That was always fun. But yeah, I remember that, and I remember when probably around the same time my parents also would go onto like the computer and pull up maps and print out the instructions. It's like the night before we'd be going somewhere. Like I would say, mom, ask my mom, I was like, did you print out the map's directions yet? Remember to take those with you because it's kind of important. I think a couple times she might have forgotten. I don't remember. I was not old enough to be in charge of helping with the physical maps, but I kind of remember it. Granted, I have been asked to help navigate with a GPS, and I have messed that up several times. Which, if you ever try to follow me somewhere in a video game, you know what. The thing is, like, well, I won't say I have a decent sense of direction. When it comes to reading GPS maps, I know which direction usually it's trying to tell you, but I will say left when I mean right and right when I mean left a lot. It's not helpful. The opposite of helpful. But then sometimes I'm like, the GPS says you need to turn, but I don't think it's right because it's actually saying to turn here, but it thinks it's working there already. Or usually your side and my side. That's an interesting way to think about it. Yeah, the thing is, I know my right from left. There's a disconnect between me knowing it and me being able to see it. I don't know why. It just is. Google recalibrates. Yeah, exactly. And I'm just like, Google? Yeah, mine is not happy with me when I take the long way to D&D, but I'm just like, I don't care. I don't care that it's, 5 minutes longer. I like these roads better than going the back roads. Honestly, I think the only reason it thinks it's slower is because it goes through a, town area. Which technically has slower speed limits. That's probably the only reason it's technically slower. Granted, at that time of day, that doesn't really matter. You will get traffic no matter what, anyway. I think that goes... Yeah. Like that. That's there. Your dad got used to watching your mom's hand or listening for the thunk when she hit the window rather than listening to the words. Yeah, that makes sense. Nothing wrong there? Oh. Yeah, no, I did something wrong there. Okay. Well, no. That, and then... I think my dad has just learned it. I've done something really wrong here. Hold on. What? Okay, so that one was right. Am I going too far back? I feel like no, because this goes there. I think like if we went on more consistent trips that required GPS, then maybe I would and where I was in charge of directions, like a language of sorts of form. We don't do it often enough to figure that kind of stuff out. And I'm not usually in charge of the GPS. Usually nobody needs to be in charge of her because she figures it out. DJ, on the other hand, I prefer to do that because, one, I get to pick the music, and 2, I get to troll my brothers if I want to. Or pander to them, whichever I want. As long as I don't play something Mom doesn't want to listen to, then we're fine. But I actually, last time we were on a trip, I introduced the younger, to some of the Minecraft songs, which was fun. Because they had heard Hermit Gang. Well, the younger one had. I don't know that the older one had. Because he'd been watching Impulse's Among Us VODs, so he'd heard that. But I introduced him to a couple of the other ones, and that was fun. Okay, so that's the Cherrywood Tunnel, so we're gonna do Cherry for the underbit part of the bridge. Yeah, I'm usually either DJing or have my headphones in so I can't hear anything, because, yeah. Could do this real quick and just... Ooh, nice, you both caught the meditite. What I did this is I did this and then this. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Put that back. Yeah. Very fun. As much as I love my siblings, I prefer not going on trips with them. Trips tend to just trigger all the arguments. Because, you know, there's, how many ever of us stuck in a tiny, tight space for however many hours, and it's just, people get irritated. Some of us understandably so, some of us not so much. Add in the dogs, and it's a whole nother fun adventure. Especially since Zoe hates riding in the car. She absolutely hates it. Well, okay. She acts like she hates it. She's terrified and or hates it. And or both. To the point where she will basically sit on top of someone. Which when she was smaller was fine, but she's not small no more. She's a 50-pound dog. She will sit on top of someone, and if she can get behind someone, she will try to get behind them. But she has to just be on top of a person. Pressed up against them the entire time. Which is exhausting for whoever is sitting next to her. Oh. Depending how many people in the cart under her is also possible. Sometimes she doesn't get her own seat. Lucy's pretty good about just being, like, chilling. She wants to be in your lap and in your face, but she also will chill. She doesn't necessarily love car rides, but she doesn't hate them. Yeah, I think this is gonna look cool. Yeah, just make sure I didn't miss any of those. Do. It's a little trippy placing these. Because it looks like I should be able to play through them, but I cannot. Okay, that one took. That one rendered in. Okay. That's 3 sides done. Let's go. Got 1 corner left. And then you think I'm going to end up raising the roof a little bit. That's okay. The dragon just carved out like a starting box. That was roughly the height. Well, I was not originally intending to do this. But I like it. So it's staying. So how's your day been, Art? I think I already asked where to go. I think. That's how we got on this topic, wasn't it? That is the topic of traveling. I think that's how we got there. I'm so excited to play more with some of the 1.20 stuff. Like I've done quite a bit in the last few days, but I haven't like fully gone through and gotten all of the shards yet. Even though I have the ability to. I probably need to go diamond mining. All up for Canal, and that was fun. And then the eldest had improv camp. Fun. One of those is actual fun. One of those is not so fun. Well, I mean, fun usually for the person going to improv camp. Maybe not so much for the person taking the person to improv camp, I guess. I wouldn't know. Having never taken a child to improv camp, or camp in general. Been the child that went to camp. Mixed experience. Short drive, so not bad. Cool! Yeah, we currently have guests because one of my cousins went to a camp. So then my aunt and uncle brought their other 2 kids to us, and then now we're at the beach. Because the other one cousin was going to a camp that's closest to us. So, the boys are having a lot of fun. So it's basically like a several-day sleepover with some of their best friends. So if there's extra noise in the background, that's because they're having fun. And they can have fun. As long as it's not ridiculously loud. It was funny though because like I didn't know this was happening until it was kind of basically happening. I literally just drank some Powerade. I'm not gonna have any drink left by the end of stream, ironically. But I hydrated a little bit. There. Okay. Is that the center bit? I think that's the center bit. So. And yes, I know you had no way of knowing that I've been drinking my water consistently this entire day. Not water, Powerade. I would say same difference, but it's not the same difference. So glad I took this reference image. Flying back and forth between these two things would be so frustrating. Okay. Ba 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 da 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 da. Så. I will say, the screenshot of the lava that I now have zoomed in to get so I can see this very specific spot looks really weird. Like, it's very pixelated, a very, like, squished texture. Yeah. Can tell the screenshots. I mean, no. One lava, one epicless. Can you imagine placing this many buckets in survival? Oy. Like, I'd do it, but oy oy oy. It'd be so much of a pain. Okay, so those are all source blocks. A wild Arctovish. Arctovish? Arctovish? Arctovish. There's an R there I didn't see the first time. It's in chat if anyone wants to try to catch it. Looks like a fish Pokemon of some sort. Very fun. Nope, Dragon does not have it in his Pokedex. Ba 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 da da da. Alright, there's one there. Alright. The last stretch of the lava placing. The barrier block placing. Woo! The anti-death and lava placement. Hopefully I didn't miss any spots. I don't think I did. Should be, as the saying goes, scar-proof. Which is good. Should be. Not that Scar's ever going to see it, but it's a level of caution taken to keep someone from dying in a certain situation. Boop, 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 boop. You should intentionally one barrier block out in some random spot. You might have an evil streak. I could do that. Oh goodness, that would be funny. Yeah, the only other place we currently have barrier blocks is around the dragon egg, in the display place at spawn, and that is just so like no one can accidentally poop it and move it. The look, don't touch situation. Just start removing things. I don't need most of this anymore, at least not for the moment. Okay. Yeah, I like that. For sure. Yeah, I enjoy creative building. In part because of all the tools like the light blocks and the barrier blocks and stuff. But also in part because you could just try like 5 things a lot easier. There's less running back and forth. Really should update the art command to also include Twitter, because ironically, I've been posting more on Twitter than Instagram these days. Even though Instagram's supposed to be my art social media. There was quotation marks on that. I do know I need to spawn proof those beds. Let's do this for now. Thank you, Dragon, for doing the socials command. Yeah, the art I posted there most recently was a whip. A work in progress. I still haven't started working on finishing it yet. I think I know what the issue is, but the character space does not look right. And I've been struggling with why. I think I figured it out. Issue is it's gonna take a bit of work to fix it. Oh, well, that makes that easier. Alright, let's just boop, boop. Because last week I almost streamed working on it, but then I realized what I was gonna need to do to fix it, and I was like, that's gonna make me irritable. Let's not do that on stream. I think it was Wednesday I was gonna possibly do that, or was it Monday? I don't remember. I was like, oh yeah, I can start coloring that now, and then I was like, no, actually I cannot. Oh. Okay then, Bambi. Basically how that conversation in my head went. And part of it is because D&D got cancelled this week. Well, last week. Because enough of us weren't going to be there, so... And we're at a point where, like, half the party not being there does not work. We did other things. Group got together and did Smash Bros. I watched Arceo's stream. Watched/modded. Which, by the way, if you haven't seen that, you should consider it because it was a really good stream. I am going to go back and not Arceo. I can spell. I think I spelled it. Yeah, I think so. We're gonna go with that. It was not their last stream. Their last stream was also good. But they did a stream with Pixelriffs, Joel Duggan, and Olaf, where they excavated a trail ruins like an archaeologist would do. And it was so much fun, and it was so informative. Like, I personally find archaeo streams always informative and fun, but that stream was special in a really fun way. We had lots of fun. Chat had fun doing chat. We had fun in chat, but the streamers had fun, and then lots of cool things, conversations were had, things were learned. Compliments were given to the devs because they have done such an amazing job with archaeology. But I was glad that I had the time off to watch that stream. Because not only did I not have D&D, so I was able to stay the entire time for the second half bit, but I also took a half day, which meant I was there at the beginning. So I was able to sit through all 4 hours. Or was it 4 hours or 5 hours? I honestly don't remember. It was a long stream. It was so good. Let's do this. The VOD is probably still up on Twitch, but they have also posted it on their YouTube. So, yeah, it's that. I'm excited to do do an archaeological dig on the server. Both on this server and on Archaeo SMP. It's gonna be fun. Question is, do I want the roof to reach around that or not? Yeah, I think so. Okay. What should the roof be? Probably something pretty, like, plain. So actually, we'll do a terracotta because that seems to be a good answer for that. Put that away for a second. So we've used purple terracotta in 2 of the tunnels, light blue in 1, and then I want to say it was black in the other? Either black or brown in the mangrove tunnel. I think it's black. It's either black or... no, it might be gray. Got lava down below. It's like, do I want to go for like a darker color block? Or do I want to go for a lighter color block? So I'm almost thinking black stone bricks. The walls. My default would be copper normally. Oh, you know what would look cool? Actually, no, I don't want to do blackstone. I want to do deep slate. Yeah, we'll still do bricks, and then I'm not spelling it right, but... I want something to contrast well with the quartz in the middle. Make it... Because I don't want to do a quartz wall. We'll do a quadrant of this and see what it looks like. I have an idea for the corners to soften them a little bit. We'll get to that in a second. We'll leave the stone brick for the moment because I want to try this. So, I want the roof to go up. Let's start lower in the corner. No, not that much lower. What do you want to do? Maybe... Fill the gaps so that we don't have any issues. Yeah, that we have something there. How does it look if... Bring in the colors of the woods a little bit from the portal, the tunnels, I think would be fun. Break up the wall a little bit, add some supposed structural integrity. Not really, but... Actually... do I want to do that or do I want to do basalt? I like the basalt better. And I like mixing the carved one with the not carved one. I think that works really well. I almost need to break those while I'm working. Offer foods. Okay, Strachan, enjoy foods. Do that. Gosh darn it. Alright. Nobody use the spawn portal. Oh no, the Jigglypuff escaped. Even if we don't finish the room, which we probably won't before the end of stream, I will redo it before I get off. I just can't deal with backing up into it over and over again. It's just, no. Not fun. Do not recommend. Dang it. I like this, and I think maybe with some polished deep slate, I can go in and add some like fun patterns. Maybe would be a fun thing to do. Hear the ghast. And I'm glad and I'm in creative because ghasts are a pain. I have also, like, building these tunnels, I have killed so many, and I mean so many hoglins. So many hoglins. Because, okay, we'll just go like from here to here. A lot of our like main portal areas ended up in Crimson Forests. And even if like the entire thing isn't in the Crimson Forest, if a little bit of it is, you are working on one section of the tunnel and then you come over to another section and there are pigs there trying to be mad at you for existing. It's great, really. Like this maybe will work. Do that, I'll do that. And where's the halfway point? The halfway point is here. I know I didn't do the walls to that point, but the halfway point's here. So let's see. Next layer goes to there. And then honestly I should plan the rest of this out. That's the center point. Actually, I honestly feel like this should go 2 and then this should go 5. No, it should go 1 and then... Should it go 2 and then 3? Or should I then go 3? That might be fine. We will see. Let's do this. Cross all that. Oh, no, that's not what I want to do. Do-do-do. gonna be so hard to copy. Because Skulk does not have an edge, like very clear edge to it. Honestly, that's okay. I'll figure it out. So it's going up one more layer. The question is, do I just do flat layer, which gives me crimson tree? Honestly, we just this tree can just not be here. Okay. Be a little annoying if I decide I need to break some of this, but that's okay. I think it definitely needs at least it needs to go up one more time. Or this needs to be softer. Yeah, I feel like about where is it? 2, 3. We do this. Maybe like that? And here I want to have this. What about that? Alright, I still think some of this needs to be curved just a little bit more. Yeah, that looks better. For sure. So we're just gonna do that. Oh no, the other side. I need to grab this. Actually, no, I'll leave that the way it is at the moment. Because that trim is gonna be different. So we'll just go around like this. I like it though. Yeah, I know. I think it's gonna be really like it's definitely different. But I think it's okay. I'm gonna use buttons on top of this bit to keep it from spawning things, I think. She won't be able to see it. Very scary. Well, yeah, but you literally can't fall in there. You're welcome to try. But I'm 99% sure you can't end up in the lava unless you dig into it. And you can't break the barrier block, so you'd have to dig into the sides. Now, if you get down there, if you jump off, you can't go over the stairs. This is true. But I'm pretty sure if you were to be down here and you were stuck. Didn't have wings. You could get out. Whether or not you could place scaffolding on it, I don't know. Yeah. Worst comes to worst, if someone gets really stuck in there and has no blocks, no wings, and no way of getting out, they tell us and we come and get them out. Or the trigger hole. Yes, foods. Joy foods, messy. Alright, you know what? I have an interesting question. The antenna's done, by the way. Yay! Woo! That'll make flying down to the Ender to get tools repaired so much faster. Thank you! Look, it's a spooky, scary nether. Actually, don't need to replace those blocks. Like, I know you'll be able to see it from the outside, but if anybody looks at it that closely, then oops. Really should just build a box around the outside or something at some point. Bum, bum, bum. Okay. Don't worry, I'm not planning on restarting the server. Now, if the server restarts itself, that's an oops. But not planning on it this time. I know I restarted it the other day when people were AFK, but not this time. I did get din map working though, which I'm very happy about. Will definitely be useful in trying to find some things because we still need to find 2 desert villages to get 2 camels. There we go. Oh no, the Numal escaped. I forgot to tell you guys it was even there. But yeah. I'm excited about the camels, but because we are basically in late endgame on the server, they're just aesthetics, basically. So, though they do have minigame potential. I forgot to, I was doing just the outline of that. So that's fun. think if it was the beginning of a server, like the next time I start a new world, which who knows when that's going to be, I think a lot of the 1.20 features are going to come into play in like the early game strategy, which is going to be fun. Well, in fairness, the next world I like actually start from scratch on might be a Skyblock Evolution world again. So it might not mean anything. I do eventually want to play Skyblock again. Maybe not the Evolution version, but probably the Evolution version. In one form or another. I never did play Skyblock Evolution 1. Also, one block Skyblock looks kind of interesting as well. Would be kind of a fun spin-off to do. But we will see. I have trapped myself. Oh, that's not the block I wanted to break. I also want to do modded soon, but I'm trying to be patient on that one and think about what mods I want to play with. Okay, I won't say I never played modded because I did. I have no idea what mods we were using, and I pretty much quit the first day. Because I think it was a magic mod of some sort. There was lots. There was so much stuff. I took one look at like the crafting interfaces and the things and was just like, I quit. I mean, I didn't actually quit because I didn't say those words out loud, I don't think, but I just didn't play again. But I feel like I'm also a more technical Minecraft player now, in the sense of like I can handle the overwhelmingness of modded, I think, in certain situations. And I'm not going to be going into any of like the super complicated magic ones, probably. Setting them up on the other hand might be the most technical challenge. Ba 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 ba. Okay, what level? 81. That's a 1, then a 2. 1, 2, 1. 2. Oh, that looks like a storm outside. Looks like it's going to storm, possibly. Okay. Oh wait, no, I need to do this right. This corner is basalt, basalt. Let's do that way, and then just go going on this side. I know opening this all up is a little risky. But I think we'll be fine. I'll just warn everybody that basically don't use the spawn room until done. And even though we won't finish it tonight on stream, I don't think I will finish it tonight. Or at least finish it to a point where there's a roof on it. Nope, I need to do that and then that. There we go. I'm pretty sure anything that spawns up here, if it falls down there, I'm pretty sure that's enough blocks that it would die. It's the gas you have to worry about. Question is, what's a really good stopping place for us? Because we're obviously, I'm not going to stream the entirety of this, because we'd be here for another like 4 hours, probably 2 hours at least. But Oop, no, that. I want that there. That, and then do that, and then do that. So there's all 4 of the arches. Basically in place. So that's nice. Not perfect, and I might tweak it once I get it actually all in. And I may actually add like another curve to that. The more I look at it, the more I think I probably will. Oh, that was the wrong command block. Not command block, wrong barrier block. Yeah, that's gonna look cool. See if we can get the last wall of deep slate in. I think the last bit of deep slate. At least, I think that might be the last one. Yeah, last section of deep slate in. And then we'll probably call it there. Unless I get super distracted and decide to keep going. Technically possible. Would not put it past me, but... yeah. I like it. Definitely some texturing needs to be done, and those hallways definitely need some. I want to bring like the nether brick in this one out, and whatever. Trapdoors and some other things. Before I forget. I will forget. There we go. That way it won't spawn any gas on top of that part. What? I think that is where we're going to call it for today. Let me go to the ending screen. And let me see if I can find somebody to raid. Oh, there's a wild Zora in chat if everyone wants to try to catch it. Hmm. Just checking to see who we want to raid. I realized I probably should have been talking while I was doing that, but that's okay. I'm a professional, but I'm not necessarily a professional streamer. Which is fine. Alright, so I think we are going to go off and go see Richard. He is doing song requests and loops and stuff. It's a little different than Minecraft, but very fun, very chill place to hang out. Also does Minecraft and other fun stuffs. So, yeah. We'll go say hi to him and enjoy the fun music times. But I may or may not be back on Wednesday, because I may or may not be playing D&D tomorrow. I don't know what's going on with that. But if I play D&D tomorrow, oftentimes I don't feel like streaming on Wednesday. Honestly, most weeks it's hit or miss whether I feel like streaming on Wednesday, so here we are. But let me set up the raid. Let me type in the window, please. There we go. Yeah, I will see you all either on Wednesday or Saturday. Thank you all for hanging out and for the subs and stuffs and things. This has been fun. We made a lot of progress. So, yeah. I will see y'all later. Bye.